and talk about how your faith and just your family's focus has helped you to make it through this pandemic.
You know what? I want to be honest. It's not easy. And having faith doesn't mean that you don't, have anxiety or you don't
Right.
worry. Faith means that you don't allow it to take over you. I've been really, really blessed with my morning show family that it kind of reminds me that I'm not by myself. I did Eva's Corner yesterday, and I just decided to vent about how frustrated I am as a mom, and I do not know what to do. I think, we watch the news and we make our little plans, but we really don't know what to do because the truth is we don't even know what's going on. We don't understand this virus. It went from it can infect Black people, it can affect old people or kids too. At this point, we don't know what's going on. And so since I have so much that I don't know, all I lean to is what I do know is that my God has yet to fail me. My God has always been there for me. And he never said that there won't be weapons formed against me, but he did promise me that they wouldn't prosper. So I lean to that. And I remind him about what he reminded me. I'm like, look, God, now. Remember, you had said you was going to take care of me. So I do what my mama does, put his promises right back to him that he promised me. And I try every single day to be the best version of myself. Sometimes I make it. Sometimes we get halfway there. But I think right now, to be very intentional, we're spending a lot more time with our kids, with our spouses, with ourselves. I think we're getting to learn that we don't like our spouses or our kids or ourselves as much as we thought we did. But it really is a time to reflect. And instead of overwhelming it with anxiety, I've overwhelmed it with every Sunday dinner. I have dinner on the table now during the week at 6:30 every single night. My family can count on it. Oh, you know what I mean? So instead of harping on what we don't have, I am relishing in the fact that I'm learning, getting to know my neighbors. I have a Greek neighbor that made some bomb lamb that I would have never gotten to know had we not had the pandemic. So I'm trying to figure out what God is telling us in this moment besides from wake up. What exactly he's trying to tell me, and just listen to whatever that is.
What are all those pictures of behind you? Because I know everybody keeps commenting about the pictures
yes, I'll take you
that
back
are behind
here.
you. So
behind me. Well, first you see my Africa right there. We don't play. We real black. This the house when you walk in
for the motherland.
You know they black. Like as soon as the delivery guy come, he knows whose house he came to.
Yeah, I know.
So these pictures are of my family. This is my husband and I. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
The kids, Mike and Marley. When we were young and in love.
Yeah. So
now
sweet.
We got, and it goes all the way up. So they're just family pictures that I'm old school. I don't care how big or small my house is. We will have pictures on the wall.
Yeah. But tell us how you got involved with Rickey Smiley.
You know what? I have been, and my husband has been a Rickey Smiley fan for a very long time, particularly Lil Daryl. Let me just say, I'm a little Daryl fanatic. That's my guy. So I have promoted TV shows that I have worked on and been a part of at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And I went on Dish a couple of times, and I did a fill-in spot on Dish. And then I was doing Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and Rickey and I were both the guests. And when I tell you, I literally could not even answer a question. Rickey had me laughing so hard, and we just had an energy and a chemistry. And I have 3 brothers. I don't have any sisters, so I vibe pretty well with men. And me and Rickey, it was like we were in high school, and it just worked. And he's like, man, you have to come up to the morning show. And I came. I think he was pleasantly surprised that I actually woke up and got up and came down to the studio. And I just kept coming down. And then they said, all right, well, here's a job because Black Tony don't come. So we paying him. We might as well pay you.
Say, let's get paid. Let's get paid. Well, let's flash back to the American Top Model days. And first of all, you're a beautiful young lady. I mean, that's known. Everybody knows that.
Thank you.
And we celebrated you. We first saw you on the show, and She's beautiful. But what made you want to get involved with a show like that?
Because somebody said I couldn't.
Oh, wow.
You know, somebody tell you
Really?
you can't do something. Hey, the best way to motivate me is to tell me no.
You can't do it.
You can't do it. So
Wow.
I always love fashion. Fashion is my thing. But I never thought of myself as a model because I had all the images of what models were when I was growing up, which was Christy Brinkley. She don't look like me. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, I got a Sade forehead, but I can't sing. So I had to find my niche. And my best friend at the time wanted to try out for Top Model. And, you know, my friends told me that there's no way I could model. And I was like, well, I'm going to go with her. So I went with her. And then I realized I was going to be late to work because I was working at Dillard's. And that line was long. So I realized I was going to be late to work. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to holler at you later. And I went to Dillard's to make my money. But it made me, like, now I wanted to try out for this show. Yeah. So we went online and we realized that they were doing auditions in Memphis. So my best friend and I hopped in my 96 Nissan Sentra. It was burgundy. I call her Ladybug.
Yes.
We hopped in Ladybug and I drove to Memphis, Tennessee. It was the auditions were being held at a hotel. And we were so broke, we didn't even stay at the hotel, but they didn't know it. We act like we were staying at the hotel. And I walked in there. I didn't realize these were callback auditions, which means they obviously auditioned you before and now they want you to come back. Well, I didn't know that. So I went and I was like, I'm Eva. I'm here. And so they were like, where did we first meet you? And I was so confused. And I'm going to tell the truth. I lied. I said, Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hey. I was there.
Right.
Technically, I was there. So I said Atlanta. And they asked me if I had a special skill. I told them no, because I thought it was a modeling competition. So I came to model. Right. If you want to see that, I'm not a rapper. I'll go to, what do you mean? So I showed them my catwalk. But I think it was my unapologetically sassiness that they were taken aback by. Like, wow, because all the girls were beautiful. I mean, I've been in this industry for years. You can't say that girl is prettier than that girl. All these girls are beautiful, but it's that special something that makes you a star, that makes you relatable, that makes people gravitate towards you. And so it was me learning how to access my magic. Access my, and once I accessed my magic, my beauty was the backdrop.
Yeah. Well, what do you say to young girls and young ladies who, have self-esteem issues and they see themselves through this prism of how the world looks at them because they try to put on you if you're not this weight, if your hair's not this long, or if you don't look like this, they have to try to work and navigate through life at a young age dealing with that. What words of encouragement could you give to them to be able to handle that?
Well, to the young women, I would say there's only one you. Your nose is not going to look like her nose. Your face is not going to look like her face. Your curls are not going to curl like hers because there's only one you and there's only one her. So love you. And that's not just to the young girls. That's to 35, 45-year-old women that still look in the mirror and find a flaw. Those are to the men that look in the mirror and ask themselves, why do I look like this? And where did I let myself go? You are fine exactly how God made you. I think a lot of the people that we praise and we think are so beautiful, they are not aesthetically prettier than anyone. They are just confident, or their shirt is ironed. You know what I mean? It really isn't that they're prettier. I'm sitting here with a bump on my face, which I'm sure everybody has one. I chose not to cover it because I wanted to show the world that we are all the same. And to every woman out there, to every little girl out there, to every woman, I'm speaking to the little girl in them to tell you that you are enough. You are perfect exactly how you are. And don't go messing up your face, child, because once you mess with something, you got to mess with it all.